The Wild Azalea Trail. Pretty trail. We had a blast walking down it. But let me tell you, it was a little bit more than these boys from the Marsh bargained for. We had a good time, but it was tough. It definitely beat us. Hope you enjoy.
Hey, guess what? We're on the trail again with another show of Kisatchie Chronicles, and we have just special guest star Mike's gonna have to test that mud.
This is the abbreviated version of the show, since carrying extra weight and you have to make choices on breathing or talking.
So we've done about 28 miles today, or was it 2.8? I get it confused.
Feels the same.
All right, here we go. So it is Friday the 13th, and we are on the Wild Azalea Trail. We're hiking from section 2 to the end. It's going to be a total of about 19 miles, I think. Tonight or this afternoon, we're going to do about, I don't know, depending on how we feel when we get to the Evangeline camp, we might go a couple more miles. It's still pretty early in the afternoon, and we'll see when we get there. Until then, we'll catch up with you. Take care. Well, we're just at mile 8 on the trail. We're in a little burned out section. They had about a month ago a controlled burnout here. We're going to be winding up and probably take a little break at the Evangeline camp. We were originally going to try to stay there tonight, but we got an earlier start than I thought we would, and we're moving along at a pretty fair clip. So we'll probably try to get a couple more miles in before we try to find a place to stop for the night. But doing good on water. We're going to take a little break at the camp, get a little snack, little power bar, you know what I mean, protein bar kind of a deal, sip of water, and take on that. We'll probably stop about 15 minutes maybe, get these packs off. A little bit heavier than I wanted it to be, but you know, what the hell. Got it, bring it. Okay, we'll catch up. Right now it's just walking down trail in the woods, so it's pretty good, actually. Pretty cool, I mean. All right, let me flip this around so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So like I said, this is section 2. Is it? Yeah, section 2 of the trail. Yeah, it is. Gonna wind up, like I said, at the Evangeline camp. But it's pretty. Mike gets a little annoyed with me because I kind of dink around a little bit in the back, and he keeps wanting to wait for me to catch up. And it's not like I'm not wanting to, but you know, I'm here to kind of enjoy the ride a little bit. He's here to knock off miles as fast as he can. A little Zen deal for me. The last time I was out here, I saw God, I wish those deer would come out. It was huge does, probably 100 feet, just silent, trotting through the woods. Couldn't hear a thing. It was amazing. Beautiful too. So that's what we got right now. I guess we probably got about a half a mile before we get there. So we're almost there. Feeling good. Of course, we hadn't really done that much today. Sorry about the camera shaking, but it is what it is. Too lazy to dig in my backpack to get the camera holder. So I'm just holding it with my hand. All right, we'll catch up with you at the camp. Take care. All right, so we are on section 3 of the trail, and you have Mike directly ahead of us, special guest star Mike with his Captain American shield on his backpack. That's his spring-loaded camping tent. You unzip it and it goes, and it's like the Jetsons. So it's about the trail thinks 2.2 miles, something like that. So we're yeah, so we're going to be at mile marker 11 when we finish up here, and that'll be roughly 4 o'clock. So we're going to call it for the night there, camp out somewhere near that spot. It's also a trailhead, so anyway, we're going to hang out around there for the evening, get a little something to eat, try to gather some firewood, have a little fire, and enjoy the evening. Have a little sip on the libations that we brought with us. So feeling good so far. Trail's been kind to us. The weather's, it's cool, and you're not really suffering from the heat, so it's really enjoyable. Sorry for the shaking of the phone, but it's what it is. Like I said, I was too lazy to take my handheld camera holder out, but maybe when we put this together and edit it, it'll take out some of the shake. All right, we'll catch up with you guys later. Take care. Oh, wow. So there. I didn't know this phone lit up like this.
Oh, man. Nor did I.
So this is our campfire. Let's just say perhaps the best thing we could say is it was good while it lasted.
Well, it was more, we were more safety conscious than anything else. We didn't want to start an uncontrolled burn. This isn't California,
Well, we certainly handled that like a champ. There shall be no uncontrolled burn out here. So I asked Mike if he wanted to have like a little roundup for today. We didn't film at the little campsite. We only stayed there maybe 5 minutes. We got a little bit of water, ate a little pack of nuts, and I don't think I like the way that sounded. Okay, well, that will be edited out. That'll be edited. A pack of pistachio nuts that Michael made at his house with some seasonings and stuff. It was good.
That wasn't seasoned. They're like different packets of seasoned pistachios, different flavors.
I got you. Well, it was delicious.
I just mixed them all into one bucket.
I got you.
With my snack packs out.
Much like the 3 or 4 almost empty bottles of bourbon that you had, you poured into one flask. Salud.
It's my special blend.
It's blended whiskeys.
I might patent and sell it for a lot of money.
So this was my favorite flask, Milk of Amnesia, Dr. Busenstein's Forget What Ails You. That's where I'm at tonight. Anyway, you might have some music in the background. We got, believe it or not, a radio. Some idiot packed a radio out here. I'm not saying.
You gotta say, it's wind down music,
Okay, yeah, that's like 1970 wind down music, but that's cool.
No, this is 80s stuff.
80s stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, well. So listen, this is where we made it. I know you can't, well, you can tell a little bit. We are
in the pitch black. That's where we are.
We really are. This is
we're right off the trail.
We're right off the trail. Right.
Oh! We're actually at a bend in a creek.
We're at the Bendy Creek.
No, I was gonna say.
So nonetheless, we
Bend in a creek.
Bendy Creek campground. We just named it. We're right past mile marker 11. So we have a little less mileage to go tomorrow. Mm-hmm. If you see any eyes glowing in the background over here, y'all let me know in the video. I hope you don't see any. Be that as it may, I'm going to get up and show you around on the tents what we got. Backpack, I forget what kind of backpack that is, but it's one of those 85 liter. I don't know. It was pretty expensive, and it's like wearing a car on your back. I it's heavy. It was so heavy. I had to get Mike to carry some of my stuff. His backpack empty literally weighs a pound. This backpack right there you're looking at, empty, weighs 7 pounds. It's ridiculous, but it's a serious backpack. Anyway, yeah, Michael's whole shooting match weighed 15 total. That was like him in it even. Mine was like 40. It's ridiculous. Anyway,
Yeah,
be that as it
carry his
may.
crap. Well, yeah, but you should see what he unpacked. Is golly, like a bag of like a magician's magic trick box. Crap coming out of there. The transmissions and
Transmissions.
shit. Golly, like what are you
All right.
putting there?
And this headlamp he's got. Mike, tell us about that
Natural
street
headlamp?
light headlamp you got.
Well, when you said we were going camping, I got all excited and I started buying crap, getting ready for it. And one of the things I came across was this magical little doohickey here, and it's a beast, man. It's
So turn it on for the audience, man. Yeah. Oh, watch out.
Yeah.
You go. Put it in the woods.
It lights up the night, Jack.
Lights up the night. Let me. Yeah. Look.
It's got different
Well,
flavors.
point it
to
away from me,
Oh,
man,
sorry.
and you're blinding me.
Sorry, my bad. So it's got different flavors. That's a little softer. That's different. I don't know what that is. But that's my red light. And then that's the
That's
strobe
like
light.
the cops coming light.
Yeah. That's the spot.
Hey, look, they got. See, we did have a smoldering fire. I might try to get that going again. We'll see.
Well, I
Was
tried. I tried my half-heartedness best, and I got bored.
Yes. Well, we got that wood there, and it's probably pretty. It's not dry for sure. Not very dry anyway, and it's that oak, and it's hard to get going. All right. Well, listen. It's about, I don't know, probably close to, what time is it? 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock on the dot. So we're
bedtime.
we are going to have a couple of more pulls on the Milk of Amnesia flask, and we'll see. Oh, let me show y'all the tents we got. The tent setup. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get up out of my little chair. Oh, goodness gracious. So this is me. We got the nature hike tent. 1-man tent. All told, I think it's 2.5 pounds. The whole shooting match. There's a little radio we got going on right there. Michael's Jetsons tent.
It did pop up in like 10 seconds.
It popped up. Yeah, I turned around. I hadn't even unzipped my backpack, and his tent was up already. Kind of ticked me off a little bit, to be honest with you.
It back down.
Well, the good news is it only costs like 18 cents. Worst case scenario, he'll just leave it here for somebody to, to use tomorrow night, maybe. And listen, these things, this platypus, it works pretty well, but man, it ain't fast. And this is the first time I've used it, and I think I'm using it correctly, but nonetheless, it's good to go. It was a cool little operation. We got a lot of water for tomorrow, probably too much. So I'm going to sign off. Everybody have a good night, Mike.
Good night, everybody.
God, with your god dang friggin' laser beam headlight. All right, everybody, take care.
Cheers, jolly good day. This is your survival expert, Bear Grylls. Quick survival tip number 1. When you're in the woods and you're lost and you don't know your way, best thing to do is to look for signs that nature provides, like the moss on the south side of a tree. We have a good example of that here in the Kisatchie National Forst. It comes in its own weird variety. Some say that this glowing yellow moss is a result of radioactive experiments done during World War II. Most people say it was done out in the desert in New Mexico. This says otherwise. Regardless, if you're lost in the woods, look for this. This rare glowing yellow moss says you are on the trail side
of radioactivity. And whatever you do, you should not touch.
You are on the trail side of the exit to the forest, and indeed, it bears out. There's the trail. Cheers, cheerio, have a happy hike.
I don't know how to follow that up. So we spent the night at, I don't know, mile marker 12 or just beyond. And we got on the trail about 7. This morning we did have a little bit of coffee, a little bit of something to eat, not much. And now 13 miles today, which we'll knock out. We did, in 3 hours yesterday, we did 6 miles. So I don't know if we'll do that today, but in a sense, the time frame that is. But we'll give it a shot. And here we go. Oh, look at the sunrise sort of coming over the, oh wow, that's gonna be nice. Coming over the trees. Coming up. All right, everyone, take care. We'll catch up with y'all a little bit further down the trail. This is famed explorer David Attenborough's cousin, David Attenborough. Attenborough. Oh, he was going to jump across it earlier. You see, he only has his little tennis shoes on. Oh man, he's going to weasel out and get in it. Oh, perfect.
Dude, this is clean ass water. Sorry. Man, this is clean ass water.
Clean ass water.
That's high quality H2O.
Okay, let's go. I don't know, we're in between 12 and a half and 13. More than halfway through the trail. I don't know, what we got left, Mike?
About
11 and a half miles. We're averaging about 2 miles an hour still, even through the hill country of Kisatchie. All right, I'm gonna sign off. I'll catch up with y'all further down the trail. All right, I think we're just past mile 13, and I think we're in Castor's Plunge area. I don't know, it kind of feels like it. It's kind of boggy, wet, but I just past Castor's Creek, sort of on the, well, it's right there. Well, that's a little cut that goes to it, but on the other side of that hill there is the creek. So, and here comes our #1 ace explorer.
Yay, I need hiking boots.
Well, yeah, he got little tinny shoes on. Anyway, okay guys, later on down the trail, we found it. The bridge from Harry Potter. This has to be Castor Creek or Castor's Creek. I don't know. It's a big creek though. That's pretty cool. Coming on the other side. Neat. Enjoying the hike, man. This has been fun. I'm glad we are coming this way. We ran into a bike enthusiast, let's just say, towards the evening time yesterday, and he was telling us how pretty this section is. Well, the creek crossings, and he said actually the hardwoods are changing, and you know, the leaf, that is, the leaves changing colors. Oh, as if one cute, here we go. Don't know what kind of tree that is, but right along the creek. Get past this brush. Water's moving pretty good. So neat, man. I'm really enjoying this. Neat day so far. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. We're going for an hour, so I don't know. I don't know how far we're going. I don't know how to. Well, about 2 miles an hour still, thank goodness. All right, we'll catch up with you guys after a while. Trail hadn't been too bad. A lot of creek crossings. It is wet down here. Ooh. One thing I learned is, man, I gotta pack lighter. Next time, tent, sleeping bag, burner, little small pot, and a little something to eat. That's it. This is ridiculous. But we're pushing through. Been a good hike so far. I know I keep saying that because the fact is it is. It's a good hike. We're in the lowlands and it's flat right here, right now. But that only means one thing. There's uphills coming. And I'm looking at it. Boy, that hill is tall. Oh my goodness. I wonder if there's a tram.
It's me again, the Cajun conservation specialist, David Attenborough, cousin to David Attenborough. You know what? I'm tired of living a lie. I'm letting the family secret out. David Attenborough isn't Attenborough. Those Hollywood phonies thought it wouldn't be a good name for his show, so they made him change it, and he caved. Brought shame on his family name, but that's not why I'm here. I would like for you to exhibit the male Homo sapiens distinctly out of his environment. Notice the slack jaw, the desperate yet hollow look in his eye. Telltale signs that he's not where he should be, but at least he's following Barre's advice about the south side fancy moss. Because it's true.
I thought it was the north side of the trail.
It doesn't matter. It's the trail side.
The trail side knew.
And the fact that the trail is still here, that's fairly convincing. Anyway, that was for posterity. And to let everybody know, this is not for the faint of heart. And definitely not for those of us who don't know a damn thing about hiking. Moving on.
Moving on. Oh, do we have to? I wanted to catch this real quick. This is, well, I don't even know what creek this is here, but we are in between mile marker 15.5 and 16, coming towards the end. But this is just really, this is what this whole section has been about. This creek after creek like this, some small, some larger like this. Awesome. This would be a great place to camp. So it's in between 15.5 and 16. And over there is a little bit it's like a beach almost. You just walk right down to it. And it's a flat area right there, open. You don't have to worry about some tree limb falling down on you. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, back on the trail. Mike took off. He wasn't gonna wait for me to get this little video done, but really cool. What a neat section. We're gonna pop out on mile 19. I forget which mile marker we're on. I think we got 4 miles, 3.5, 4 miles before we get there. And from there, we're gonna make a strategic decision as to how we're gonna handle the rest of the trail. We might just do a little 3-4 mile road walk back to the car instead of the last section, which I'm told by those that know, it's really just brushy, nothing there. You're just going through brush. You're not going through stuff like this. Anyway, kind of feel like we might do that little cheat and head back to the car that way. We knock off probably a mile, maybe even more, doing a little road walk. But anyway, we'll figure that out when we get to 19. Until then, we'll see you down the trail. Woo! Taking a little break. Mike went on. He's going to. He's a little bit more spry than I am. So we're in between mile marker 16 and a half and 17. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the game plan is going to be we're going to come out on at I think it's mile marker 19.5, and that's I think where Castor Plunge Road is, and he's going to ditch his pack and go get the car. So trail one for today, but we're coming back and we're going to finish the last section sometime later after the new year. But it's been wonderful. I got to tell you, the best part of the trail for me so far is this, well, probably starting at section or mile 15 and you know, probably through 17. It's just really nice. Yeah, I think if I would come back and I'd do some camping around these creeks. It's just beautiful out here. Got a nice breeze going through the wind, through the trees. Got that, you know, that whisper wind going through. The pine trees are just slightly swaying. It's nice. So I'll sit here for three more minutes, and then I'm gonna take off and start the pain over again. All right, I'm gonna show you all these trees and just them swaying. It's pretty.
You doing all right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm just taking a little break, just look at it, watch it, filming the trees. But I appreciate it, though.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Hey,
good.
See you later.
No, you good, you good. Easiest 17 miles I've ever done. Oh my gosh. Let's see, 2.5 more actually. All right, we're getting there, one step at a time. Oh man. Almost there. We're in between mile marker 18.5 and 19, so less than a mile to go. Just crested a hill, decided to take a little break and enjoy the scenery. I mean, look at that, huh? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? Let's see if that is beautiful. I'm gonna turn this around. This is beautiful. Resting up against this old pine tree that fell down. So yeah, fall colors. Pretty. All right, let me push out this last little, that's less than a mile now, section, and meet up with Mike. Okay. Well, if you go back about a minute or two in the video, you'll recall where I was coming up on mile marker 17. And while I was playing around a little bit, got old Willie here next to me, about how it was the easiest 17 miles I ever did. I wasn't too far off on showing just really how tired I was. We did get to mile, I think, roughly 18 and a half before I stopped videoing. My brother Mike was a little ahead of me, and when he got to mile marker 19 and a half, which it's a, I wouldn't call it a trailhead, but it leads to a road. And on that road, about 2.5 or so miles down, give or take, is where the car was parked. If we had gone on the last section of the trail, I think it would have been about 4.8 miles. So we saved, roughly a couple of miles. But I'll speak for myself. I was done. I was done. That was enough of a hike for me. Yeah, we didn't do the whole thing, but I think we got a pretty dang good taste of it. So this is probably close to a month and a half later, and it's February 9th, and I'm sweating. Ooh, I thought February was supposed to be the coldest month of the year. Anyway, we did have a good time. Sorry I didn't film coming out or anything, but by that time, when I came out to the road, Mike had ditched his backpack on the edge, and I pulled mine off, leaned up against it, and I think I fell, I know I fell asleep. Mike drove up 20, 30 minutes later, and we jumped in the car and we just drove home. I think we were both pretty tired. Anyway, it was a good trip. But I don't have to do that again, which is why on the next video coming up, you will see where we found some spots we thought would be really cool camping spots on the Wild Azalea Trail near some creeks. And in the next video you'll see is where we went back and camped in one of those overnight. So we appreciate everybody coming in. We have a really good time doing this, Mike and I, and whoever comes with us. And we'll see you again real soon. Thanks, everybody. What you say, old Wilsey? Come on up. Come on. Come on. Up. There we go. Whoop. You made it. All right. This old Willie. Half blind, half deaf. Good kid, though. You're a good boy. Good boy. All right, come on. See y'all.